Part 2. So let's try this question again. Question number 3. It says, say which effect of electrical current is shown in each of the following. Kettle, loudspeaker, electrolytic cell, a stove, a drill, a Hoffman voltmeter, an iron, and a vacuum cleaner. So for 3.1, a kettle is heating effect. 3.2, a loudspeaker is a magnetic effect. 3.3, electrolytic cell is a chemical effect. 3.4, a stove is a heating effect. 3.5, a drill is a magnetic effect. 3.6, a Hoffman voltmeter is a chemical effect. 3.7, a iron is a heating effect. 3.8, a vacuum cleaner is a magnetic effect. Number 4, say what energy conversion takes place in each of these devices. 4.1 is a battery, 4.2 is a light bulb, 4.3 is a speaker, and 4.4 is a fan. So 4.1 for the battery, we have the conversion of chemical energy into electrical energy. 4.2, the light bulb, we have the conversion of electrical energy into light energy and thermal energy, which is heat energy. 4.3, a speaker is electrical energy into sound energy. 4.4 is the fan is a conversion of electrical energy into kinetic energies because the blades move. Number 5, consider the following presentation. So this compass right here. 5.1 asks, what effect of electric current is depicted here? Yes, magnetic effect. 5.2. Give the name and surname of the Danish scientist who was actually demonstrating the heat effect of electric current and incidentally observed the above effect. It is Hans Christian Ørsted. 5.3. Name 3 useful uses of this effect, the magnetic effect. So, hard disk drives in computers, speakers, motors, generators, as well as scrap yards to pick up heavy scrap metal, MRIs, machines, trip switches, relays, door locks, doorbells. Let's say vacuums. Number 6. The setup alongside shows 4 metal bolts with different number of windings on each. The windings or wires are connected to a power source. So there's a long one, shorter one to the shortest. The question is, what is this setup known as? It's called electromagnets or solenoids. 6.2. Which one of the 4 bolts will have the biggest or the strongest effect? The bolt with the most turns or the windings, because that makes it stronger. To which main requirement must the wire, which is turned around the bolt, comply? They must be insulated. Number 7. An electric current can cause a chemical reaction in a solution. The following reaction equation shows what happens to water when an electric current passes through it. So here we have the water and then H2 and O2 is released if you put electricity into it. What is this chemical process known as? Yes, electrolysis. 7.2. Give the name of the component to be connected to number 7.2 to complete the circuit. So here by 7.2, I thought you put in there a battery, an actual power source. So you need the power source for this to happen. 7.3. Does the wire, which is in the test tube where the hydrogen gas collects from, form the cathode or the anode? So the hydrogen, is that the cathode or the anode? That would be the cathode. 7.4. What is the name given to the water that is conducting the electricity? This is called the electrolyte. 7.5. Is this an example of synthesis or decomposition? A decomposition reaction. It's a decomposition because water becomes two different elements. Number 8. Look at the diagram and answer the questions. The cup contains a copper chloride solution. Oh, here we go. So here you have the battery, and it will flow in here. Maybe the positive side, this is the negative side, and something will happen there. So the questions are, provide labels for numbers 1 to 5. Okay, number 1 is the battery. Number 2 is the conductor, the wire. So the wire is always the conductor. Number 3 is the lid. Number 4 is the carbon electrode. And number 5 is the electrolyte. So the solution is the electrolyte, the copper chloride solution. 8.2. What is happening at the positive electrode? Gas bubbles form. 8.3. Give the name of this substance that you will observe in question 8.2. So the gas bubbles. That's chlorine. 8.4. Will copper metal form at the anode or the cathode? At the cathode. 8.5. Give 2 uses of electrolysis. Electroplating or breaking up compounds into simpler materials. So compounds is 2 elements put together, right? Number 9. Study the 3 bulbs below as well as each bulb's specifications. So here we have a common 60 watt, a common 14 watt, and an LED 5 watt. So 12 LEDs is 5 watts. And this is an incandescent bulb, a SFL bulb, and this is an ambient bulb. And we also have, it uses 60 watt per bulb for 800 lumens, so that's how strong the light is. And one bulb lasts at least 1,200 hours, and in 20 years you will use 21 bulbs. Here we have the common 14 watt, is a SFL bulb. It uses 14 watts per bulb for 800 lumens, and one bulb will last 10,000 hours. So in 20 years you will use 3 SFL bulbs. The LED 5 watt ambient bulb uses 12.5 volts. 12.5. It's 12.5. Uses 12.5 volts per bulb for 800 lumens. One bulb will last 25,000 hours. So in 20 years, you will use one LED bulb. Lumens means how bright, with what intensity the light bulb emits light, how bright it shines. So the questions are, what effect of electric current is demonstrated by the light bulbs? The heating effect. 9.2. Identify the light bulb that uses the least electricity energy to produce the same brightness of light as the other bulbs. It is the LED, because 12.5 watts, this is 14, and this is 60 watts, so this is the least electricity. 9.3. Identify the bulb that converts most of the electrical energy into heat energy. It will be the incandescent bulb. It will get so warm that you won't be able to touch it. It needs more. So which light bulb will definitely be the best option to buy? I would say the LED 12.5 watt. 9.5. Give 2 reasons for your answer to question number 9.4 and use so why would you buy this one? It uses the least energy from the 3 options, and it is a lifetime of LED bulb is 25,000 hours, so that would be the cheapest one as well. Number 10, consider the following devices that all perform the same function. Element, element, element of kettles. This is oh, I just gave the answer away. What are these devices called? They are called heating elements. Number 2, give the function of these devices. They release heat to heat up water, to cook like a geyser or a kettle or a stove. 10.3, which 2 requirements must be met by metals used for making these devices? You know this one. The metals must have a high melting point, and the metals must be resistors of an electric current. 10.4. What kind of energy conversion is taking place in these devices? So the conversion of energy comes from electrical energy and goes to heat energy, because electricity comes through here, it heats it up, and it becomes heat energy. So electricity to heat energy. And that is it for this, for light bulbs and electrolysis. And we will be doing another video soon. Okay, bye.